I have been thinking with my logical brain way too much, entirely too much. So I've picked up The Artist Way again last year, or maybe even 2 years ago. I went through the morning pages, so that is writing 3 pages uninterrupted of just whatever comes to mind. I don't think I went through all 12 weeks last time when it came to the activities. So we're going back around, okay? So we're starting with week 1. Right now, we're just going through the tools and the different things that you need in order to complete the Artist Way. If you've never done it, like I said, you do the morning pages every day, 3 pages uninterrupted. You do one 1 to 2 hour artist date. So that means you do whatever you want, okay? Things that are intriguing to you. So if you want to do a rug tufting class, if you want to do a sourdough baking class, if you want to just go to the movies. But the catch is you're doing it by yourself, okay? This is for you to connect with your inner child. Do not invite your spouse, do not invite your kids, none of that, okay? You and you alone. So I do have a list of things that I want to do. I'm not going to share them just yet. I'm probably going to share videos as I do those artist dates so I can bring you along, even though you're not with me, while we're doing it. Now, the Artist Way is a group of activities that help you with your creative journey in a spiritual type of way. And this is just to help you to reconnect with your creativity. A lot of the times we're thinking with, again, our logical brain. We're thinking about sensibility. Like, does this make sense? Your logical brain will probably tell you, be realistic. Your artist brain will tell you, hey, this is something that you always wanted to do when you were a kid. Reconnect with it. Try it again. See if you like it, because it starts to bring out the things that you really want to do in life and not just, follow the American dream. Reconnect with something that may or may not make you money. So I'm going to share the basic principles that, reconnect you with your creativity and, discovery of that path. So number 1 is creative is the natural order of life. Life is energy, pure creative energy. Number 2, there is an underlying indwelling creative force infusing all of life, including ourselves. Number 3, when we open ourselves to our creativity, we open ourselves to the Creator's creativity within us and our lives. Number 4, we are ourselves creation, and we in turn are meant to continue creativity by being creative ourselves. Creativity is God's gift to us. Using our creativity is our gift back to God. The refusal, no, I'm on number 6. I'm started skipping the numbers. The refusal to be creative is self-will and is counter to our true nature. Number 7, when we open ourselves up to exploring our creativity, we open ourselves up to God, good orderly direction. Number 8, as we open our creative channel to the Creator, many gentle but powerful changes are to be expected. Number 9, it is safe to open ourselves up to greater and greater creativity. And number 10, our creative dreams and yearnings come from a divine source. As we move toward our dreams, we move toward our divinity. Now, you may be asking, how do you know if you're creatively blocked? Well, if you are comparing yourself to other people, if you're on social media and watching others saying, dang, I could do that better than them, I don't know why that didn't work out for me, or if you're just being like all around resentful, that is a clue that you are creatively blocked. So now, what are you going to do to unblock that? So here are a few things that Julia Cameron has listed that you should stop doing in order to unblock your creativity, okay? Stop telling yourself it's too late. It's not. It's never too late, okay? Never. Stop waiting until you make enough money to do something you really love. That is key because a lot of us say, well, if I had the money to do this, then no. Because a lot of times when you have the money, you spend it on food. That was talking to me. So stop telling yourself it's just my ego whenever you yearn for a more creative life. No, it's not just your ego, okay? No, you have to know that it is okay to want more. You don't have to obsessively want more. You don't have to want, an overbearing amount, but it's not your ego. It's okay to want more. Stop telling yourself that dreams don't matter, that they are only dreams and that they should be more sensible. Stop, okay? They're your dreams for a reason. Don't let other people or even yourself tell you that you don't need to, strive for these dreams. Like, do what you want to do. Literally. Stop fearing that your family and friends would think you are crazy. Now, I know this is key for a lot of us. A lot of us will go as far as blocking our family on social media just to be able to create freely. Like, take those little things that, you think your family and friends are going to say, throw them behind you, okay? This is the time to really step into who you want to be and stop worrying about what other people think. That's their business, okay? And lastly, stop telling yourself that creativity is a luxury and that you should be grateful for what you've got. Stop, okay? So the basic tools to get started again are the morning pages and the artist date. The morning pages are used as the primary tool because again, it helps you to get everything that is just flowing around in your brain onto the pages. There's no structure to it. You don't need punctuation. You don't need to think about what you want to write. If you have nothing to write, literally write, I don't know what to write for all 3 pages because something is going to spill. She also talks about how she uses the morning pages to communicate with God. Like just write down a question and then start writing an answer. Like do not think about it, just write it out. And 9 times out of 10 is leading you to an answer, to something that you probably were already thinking in your subconscious mind. She also mentions that morning pages will uncover your logical brain, your AKA your censor, okay? So it says, we are victims of our own internalized perfectionist, the nasty internal and external critic, the censor, who resides in our left brain and keeps a constant stream of subversive remarks that are often disguised as the truth. The censor says wonderful things like, you call that writing? What a joke. You can't even punctuate. If you haven't done it by now, you never will. You can't even spell. What makes you think you can be creative? And on and on. We deal with that even when we're not writing, okay? That is just a part of your brain thinking that is protecting you from doing something new. It's so used to the comfortability and the things that you're used to. So when you try something new and try to step outside of the box, it says, nope, where are you going? So the morning pages are used to help you tame that voice and know when it's speaking instead of yourself. So you want to make this a rule, okay? Always remember that your censor's negative opinions are not truth. They are not the truth, okay? So when you find yourself saying, oh, maybe I can't do that, that's not true because you can. So instead, you want to listen to your artist brain. Now, she refers to the artist brain as our inventor, our child, our very own personal absent-minded professor. Artist brain is our creative, holistic brain. It thinks in patterns and shadings. Artist brain is associative and free-willing. It makes new connections, yoking together images to invoke meaning. So the morning pages teach a logic brain to stand aside and let artist brain play. So stop giving all of your day to your logic brain, okay? It is okay to be playful. It is okay to reconnect with creativity because again, that's where a lot of the fun and, just connecting with who you want to work comes from or who you want to be. Second tool are the artist dates. So she has it as an artist date is a block of time, perhaps 2 hours weekly, especially set aside and committed to nurturing your creative consciousness, your inner artist. In its most primary form, the artist date is an excursion, a play date that you can pre-plan and defend against all interlopers. You do not take anyone on your artist date, but you and your inner artist, aka your creative child. This means no lovers, friends, spouses, children, no tagger-ons of any stripe, okay? No one is to interfere with your artist date. Not even your logic brain. Because your logic brain will try to say, maybe we shouldn't be going to tough some rugs because you don't have time for that. You have bills to pay. Okay, you have people to take care of. No. You are able to set aside an hour or two to go do something for yourself. Even if that's just walking to the park to read a book. Okay? Do not let the fact that you think you need to spend money in order to enjoy these artist dates. They're free museums. There are free art installations. Like there are so many things that you can do. You just need to do the research, okay? Figure it out what is going on in your area. There are run clubs, there are book clubs, there are all type of things. Now, granted, those are things that you do with other people, but those are people that you don't know. So lastly, there's a contract, okay? There's a contract. So if this is something that you're interested in doing, like I said, I'm going to be sharing the things that I'm doing as I'm taking this artist way journey again. Well, fully this time. But the contract says, I, fill in your name, understand that I'm going to fill out my name as I'm reading it. So if you want to copy this contract, you can write it down for yourself. And get your notebook so you can do your morning pages. So, I, Kimberly, understand that I am undertaking an intensive guided encounter with my own creativity. I commit myself to the 12-week duration of the course. I, Kimberly, commit to weekly reading, daily morning pages, a weekly artist date, and the fulfillment of each week's task. I, Kimberly, further understand that this course will raise issues and emotions for me to deal with. I, Kimberly, commit myself to excellent self-care, adequate sleep, diet, exercise, and pampering for the duration of the course. And then you sign. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll be back later with more information for the Artist Way, because again, this is just me tapping back into my creativity. I'm also gonna do it with AI. Okay, that's not lost upon us. I'm gonna show you how I am using AI with this, and we'll see if you do it too. Okay, bye.